Hello, everybody. It is your Uncle Fish back again for School of Fish Art Stream. J-Man wants a Gatling gun on the end of his tail. Oh my goodness. J-Man says the tail's where you put all the heavy artillery. Damn. Said he used to have a howitzer on the end of his tail. And welcome back to School of Fish and Art Stream every Tuesday and Thursday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Central. God only knows what time over in Kyron land, where the world all works differently and everything's upside down and whatnot, where the one percenters live. Good morning, Kyron. Glad you're here in all of your formats that you're following on. Today, I'm going to be working on some sketch covers for the Kickstarter backers because I need to get those shipped out because everything went a little faster than I expected and didn't help that the whole freaking family got sick last week or so. And so I'm trying to catch up, but most of the books have gotten delivered already. A whole bunch of them got delivered. And I meant to have these out going out about the same time, and I did not. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Good morning, PJ, Bill, whichever pseudonym you're going by this morning. Oh, man. I hate it when that happens. When I'm not at my desk where my sharpener is, I tend to use the little sharpener built into the back of the pencil, back of the lead holder. And sometimes it spills on me. Phil made me try cinnamon life cereal on my live. Oh my mercy, Phil! How could you? Was it all right? It wasn't cinnamon toast crunch, was it? Like it's not that sweet, is it? I can't imagine a life cereal would be that sweet. They tend to err much further on the side of healthiness and whatnot. Hold on 1 second here. All right, let's see if that helped. You buy it again. Good deal. Good deal. Hopefully that helped fix the video issues. Though I do have a click in my video, and I have been trying to solve this problem for a while, and I cannot seem to get it. I've tried changing the frequency that the cameras are recording at. I've tried different USB ports that the cameras are going into. I thought it was the circuit in the house that I was on before that kept making it click, because the click usually went along with when the deep freeze or something kicked on, which we were on the same circuit. But I'm not on the same circuit now, and I don't know why it keeps clicking. I can't seem to figure it out. I need somebody that knows more about this to help me get to the bottom of it. I don't know what I'm going to do there. But anyway, for now, I'm going to go on to working on some KAAW sketch covers for now. I was sitting here before the show sketching out some ideas of what I might want to do. Man, this thing just keeps dropping lead on. These pencils have a little handy-dandy sharpener built into the back of them, which all seems well and good when you're in a pinch, until you end up dropping little bits of lead all over everything. And it'll hold it for a little while, and then it'll just start dumping out all over the place, which is no fun. Trying to decide between might be on the same circuit as the monster reviving machine you have. Well, you see, those of us that live below the 1% of the 1% line don't have as many monster reviving machines as those with their own, private islands and whatnot, and the world taking over plans, and the Doctor Evils of the world, the Kyrans of the world, the Dooms, that crowd. I'm trying to decide which version, which image of KAAW out of these sketches that I want to do. I don't know if it's visible to you. I was trying to keep it small so it'd be quick. Thought about having one of him flexing and bowed up. I thought about having another one of him jumping into the camera from the sky. And then I thought about just having like a really big image of him looking into the camera, all intimidating, like he's fixing to kill somebody. And I think that's probably what I want to go with here on this one right now. I have a problem. And my problem is I really want to be working on my drawing table over there. It's at a nice angle and everything, but I have not set up yet to be able to have my cameras working there. God, I can't get that light somewhere where it's going to work right. I got to set stuff up and get a camera over there so that I can work from my drawing table beside me. I haven't taken the time to do that yet because the fish is running around doing all kinds of stuff every day and trying to get it all done and publish the books and get them sent out and get orders placed and all that stuff and get clients' books out and get to work on the next pages of KAAW. I got the first 5 pages of the next issue penciled out and sent to my temporary editor because a regular editor has her hands full right this second. I don't want to add on when she's so busy. I'm the guy that makes things easy, not the guy that adds on trouble. That's not me. So, another buddy to help me edit for a minute until things get cleared up a little bit and she's got a little more free time. Because I know what it's like to be under the gun, because I seem to be under the gun all the time right now. No, you're troublefish, he said. Such a nice guy. Everybody says so. It's the funniest thing to me to listen to my kids talk. And it really bothers my youngest son that everybody thinks I'm such a sweet guy because he's heard the stories of the guy that I used to be back in the day. And he's like, they think it's Mr. Fishy's neighborhood all the time over here. Don't know what you used to be like. Oh, yeah, but that's not what I'm like anymore. And it makes me proud that people think of me that way now. Because for a long time, I thought that other Fishy was going to haunt me forever. We need to have a big old fist up here in the front. Big old massive crazy giant fist up here. What's up, Katie? Glad you're here. Working on some sketch covers for the Kickstarter backers today. If I don't hurry up and do it on here, I'm not going to get them done very soon. How's it been in Katie land? Good morning, Sarah. Hey, it's so awesome to have everybody here. Yeah, you've missed a few, gotta say. That's probably sounding awful. Audio. And there's so many things that I got on my list that I need to do. And I have not been getting any of that stuff. I'm getting some of the work things done, but all the other things, like the little fancy things I want to do to make it sound better on the show, finish some of the tweaks on my office, get those posters hung that are sitting on the couch behind me, so that wall over there isn't all blank. No, that stuff's not getting done. Alright. Now we're going to pull out ye old color swatches from the new markers that I got and see which colors. I don't really like the skin colors. This set and start picking around and figure out which ones I want to use. Gotta get on here and see what Karen's whispering in my ear. Alright, Karen says he can't see what I'm doing. Let me go in and check the settings one more time. Yeah. Video there is set to high end. Let me check these settings here. That's set up as high as it can go there. And if I change that, I'm going to lose my video altogether, so I can't change that. I tried that earlier. I don't have much else I can find to change, man. I blame PJ too. He should be over here doing this for me. All the things that have been a problem before are all set to the right thing. I don't know what else to do, man. I mean, I'm going through OBS, by the way, PJ, if that's what you're asking. I'm going through OBS to be able to put my cameras together and use them at the same time. All I can do is keep going, man. Or I can quit, one or the other. We're going to try this out, see how this goes. I like music, see? A different one than the one that I normally play. But I don't really care so much for the one that I've been playing. It's just the one that's there. I'm not real crazy about any of the built-in music that they've got in Restream. Like the video just cleared up, he says. Suddenly that looks clearer to me. Well, then. Joy, oh joy, that means it probably wasn't anything I could do to fix it. Probably just something along the lines of. This stuff is so frustrating to me sometimes. Like sometimes it works so smoothly, and they design this stuff so that it should work smoothly, and it should be idiot proof for everybody that wants to get started and doesn't know all the ins and outs and all the fine details about video drivers and what all and whatnot. And then they make some parts of it just so flipping confusing. Or you get to dependent on all this stuff, and then all of a sudden it just quits working, which is part of the problem that I had last time. It just Restream just wouldn't connect, and I thought, oh man, I really messed something up. And then Tony went on that night or the next night and tried to do 5-Star Fridays by himself, and it wouldn't come on for him either. Probably, and the line work is super light. Like, I erase so much of it, it's super light. So there wasn't like a whole lot to see after that, because I don't want to leave a bunch of dark pencil lines all over the finished product. And once I get done with it, I'm not going to want to go back and erase over all this and potentially smudge and smear and tear cover and whatnot. Yeah, it can be frustrating. I'm telling you. Before I get too far, I'm put that little jockey under there, just in case. I haven't bled through onto the front page yet, but I don't want to. That is not. Is that the marker? Yeah, I guess that is the marker. A lot different over here than it did over there. Getting used to these markers. I kind of miss doing watercolors because I know them pretty well at this point. I know what to expect from them. But then I lost my favorite watercolor set that I used at all the conventions. Somewhere along the way, I lost it before the move. I can't find it. I can't find another one like it that works exactly the same way. So I'm like, well, if I got to start experimenting with new stuff anyway, I might as well try these markers out that most everybody else uses. It's definitely taking some getting used to. And I wish I had the time to really play with them like I'd like, but I just don't have the time other than doing things like this on the stream. Otherwise, I'm all my time is tied up doing actual like paying work. So which is one of the tough things when art becomes your day job. It used to be easy to experiment with new materials and new mediums and stuff just because I wanted to. Now, like, to do it just because I want to do it is taken away from something else I need to be doing to make money. Should have gone the other way with those strokes so they would have blended in with the curve better. But you live and you learn, and then you get loves. That's what the media marketing tells me. I know the fine people at the diaper conglomerates wouldn't lie to me. That wouldn't be noble. Man, like, I would love to be able to spend the time to invest in relearning the 3D software, whether it was Blender or, man, I would love to be able to invest the time and money in ZBrush to learn it, but I just don't have, you know, out of college when I was trying to keep up with the software and stuff to get a job in video games, it was easy to, spend 6 months teaching myself a new program after work every day. I wasn't doing anything else, didn't have kids and stuff yet. And so I could just spend all night after I got home from work teaching myself a new piece of software. And then, real quickly, I didn't have that kind of free time anymore because I had kids. Surprisingly, that's around the same time my reading popular comics stopped too. Because, real quick, I didn't have the money for all that kind of nonsense no more. Would have thought kids would be expensive. Nobody told me that. Like, PJ should have warned me. Oh, Byron knows about the expenses raising children. That's why he gets all the spade to do here. So he doesn't have to worry about any of this. I need a raise, pay for my kids nonsense. None of this. I can't come to work today, Mr. Guy, because the kids are sick. No, Car. Ain't got the time for such nonsense. That's what he told me. His time is devoted to selling comic books, running Kickstarters, watching this crazy old man talk to himself on the internet. That's all he's got time for. Well, my gray shadows did not come out as strong as I thought they would. But then I'm also not using Copics either. I'm using the generic knockoff. Because I are a poor artist. Poor artist. It looks pretty good on camera anyway. Let's see. This thing comes on too easy. I'll tell you what, Fishy's been feeling the stress lately. So much stuff going on. So many different directions I need to be pulling right now. And things I need to do. Clients and stuff and editors hitting me up about jobs, and I'm like, oh yeah, hold on, give me a second. Let me get, hold on, yeah, no, I didn't forget. No, I'm on it. Hold on. And trying to get that next issue of KAAW done. It is a lot. Telling my wife I was stressed out about it last night. She's like, well, what's the next thing you need to do? What can you do right now? And I was like, I need to do this, and this. And there's only 10 of those things that I can work on right this second. All right. B64. Go. That came out pretty cool. Like, that'll work. No, these are the Hoo whatever brand. Chinese knockoffs. But I found out about them from a YouTube channel a long time ago of somebody. I don't remember if it was like Draw with Jazza or what, but somebody was like rating Copic alternatives. And was really impressed with these. They are not quite as good as Copics, but they're definitely cheaper. And they stupid light on this thing. I'm done with it now. I just needed to tilt that so I could get a good angle at it earlier. But they do blend, and they I'm not going for particularly smooth here because I'm trying to insinuate some texture in these wings. But they do pretty good at blending. They're not as good as Copics. But for not Copics, they're pretty good. If that makes any sense. I mean, there's not a whole lot that gets anywhere close to the quality with Copics. They do okay. I mean, if I was making a lot of money for my hand-drawn stuff at shows, I would probably go ahead and invest in the Copics, or I would go back to doing the watercolors that I'm more comfortable with. But I'm not, and I'm just looking for getting, some quick, easy color and maybe make less of a mess than my watercolors can make at a show. And when you got hundreds of dollars of books at your feet, you don't want to accidentally be spilling water. And I've gotten good at what I'm doing. I don't make a lot of spills. But every once in a while, filling up one of those brush pens will mess me up. That's absolutely okay, Karen. You go nuts. Absolutely. I would rather watch him spend the money and try something out and find out that it's no good than spend that money myself and have to find out that it's no good. That's way too dark. That is art. I have color charts for everything else. I don't have color charts for these. And that is right next to it and way too different. really can't find just the right color that I want. And the caps are never anywhere close to what the color actually is. All right, what color are we gonna do for his nose? Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts. That's what Kyle says. I'm gonna need to write down which markers I used on this because I'm pretty much digging it. The way it's come out so far. Of course, I don't have the pen that I want in here. That makes my life easy. Can't have that, says Captain. Can't have that. Oh, won't do. Captain says we need to make life difficult. We need to go to the drippy homemade India ink pen. It just ain't good living if we're not taking a chance of dripping on our work. Made this pen myself out of a watercolor brush pen. I got it. Got it at Hobby Lobby. But the problem is, it works really well, and then it gets to going too fast. Because the India ink doesn't work the same way water does. And because it has the reservoir up above it, unlike a regular brush with India ink that you got to refill, sometimes it gets to going too fast. And right now, it's going too fast. And I don't have any calendar, do I? Oh, I got this. And the problem is, I really, really love this brush. I just don't like how fast it feeds because it gets to a really nice fine point, but it just gets to flowing too fast because all the ink's above it. And my other brush pens don't do that the same way, but they're also built for using ink, and this one wasn't. Easy cat. It's coming out pretty nice though, you know. The one nice thing about working with real brushes and stuff for so long before going digital, you kind of just got to get comfortable with making mistakes work, because I didn't know for the longest time, because like, you know, I never had access to any of the original artwork from, you know, the Steve Ditko's and the Jack Kirby's and the John Romita Juniors and seniors and whatnot. You know, not like your Kyrens would have access. So I didn't know how much they went back and fixed after the fact, and how much they, used things like white paint and cutting out part of the page and pasting in a new piece to fix their problems. I was just like, well, I just got to figure out how to make it work. So I got real good at just learning how to deal with the mistakes that happened and incorporate them into my work. And to the point now that I was looking back at Greenzone and KAAW and stuff last night, taking a long, hard look at it. I was like, you know what? There's places in there that I could have gone back and fixed that, but I just instinctively went with it because I'm so used to doing that. I was like, I'm working digitally. I didn't have to leave that weird smile on there or something in that one scene. But I did it out of habit, like as if it had been in ink on paper and I couldn't change it. I absolutely could have. I don't want to get stuck in a circle of going back and trying to fix everything and make every line perfect, because also this is a job. Like, I got to make money. I got to get stuff done on time, etc. I don't make money if I'm just spending all day redoing the same lines until they're quote unquote perfect. But sometimes it wouldn't kill me to go back and redo one. I figured Karen probably did. And partly I became a firm believer in finished beats perfect any day, because you can sit around working and hoping and dreaming and noodling and trying to make something perfect that never will be, or you can get the book out. And I was seeing so many people that had so many more books out that I wished I had out, but I kept sitting around waiting for somebody to give me permission, somebody to walk in my door and say, hey, I heard about you from absolutely nobody, and I want to pay you to draw a book for me. For somebody to come in and hold my hand and tell me exactly how to do it. And turns out, as of yet, nobody does that. Go figure. Kyron should get on that. If he made that his business practice, well, he'd get even rich. Even the 1% of the 1% would start to look up to old Kyron. When I grow up. Let's see. Look at that. We got that done. Just about right on the hour. With all the tomfoolery trying to figure out the camera resolution. And that spot from the very beginning on his ear is still wet. Well, I would like to hop on to doing another one, but parts of this one are still wet and I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to stop here and I'm going to go on to some other things and I'm going to come back to these later on. I may come back on and try doing a TikTok live. This freaking net is driving me up the wall. Because I need to come back on and do a TikTok live or I'm going to lose my right to do TikTok lives. It's very frustrating. They make it difficult to get on there, make it difficult to work with the stuff, with the different programs, and then only give you so many shots within so long, or you lose your chance again, you gotta try again later. That frustrates me. But, you know, you gotta jump through the hoops to try and get the word out there so that I can be the dancing art boy and get everybody to look at my stuff and come buy my books. Which, on the plus side, everybody that has gotten their copy of KAAW so far and read it has absolutely loved it. And I've been getting all kinds of glowing reviews about it. And I'm excited about, I'm excited about that part. I'm glad people are enjoying it. I'm glad people that I really respect are hitting me up and be like, oh, dude, you nailed it with this one. This is good. It makes you feel good. So I can't wait for you to get it either. I can't wait for you to get it. Tell me what you think about it. Being one of those people I respect and whatnot. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here for now because I've got other projects I got to work on for other editors and whatnot. And I got pages of KAAW to make. And let me know when y'all get your copies. I seriously want to hear about it. A whole bunch of them already been delivered, man. My mailbox is full of your package was delivered, your package was delivered, your package was delivered. Because I got an individual notification for every single one that went out, which is good. I'm glad I got it. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It has been a blast. I will see most of y'all again on Tuesday, and keep your eye out because I'm going to try and get back on here on TikTok later just because I got to do it. So keep your eye out. You may see me there again later on too. Until then, take care, have fun, and your Uncle Fishy loves you. Peace out.
Hello everybody, it is your Uncle Fish back again for School Fish Art Stream. J-Man wants a Gatling gun on the end of his tail. Oh my goodness. J-Man says the tail's where you put all the heavy artillery. Yeah. Said he used to have